From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good morning. Hope you had a nice week so far. We finally made it to the weekend, and if you've enjoyed the last few days, you'll enjoy the next couple. Now, through today, we're going to be pretty toasty out there. Also in the upper elevations, we're actually seeing those 80s take over in Siskiyou-Modoc County and the Eastern Mountains too. But in the valley, yeah, we're going to be in the upper, I'd say 90s, right? 95, 96, 97, pretty much clear as can be through today. Looks like we also have pretty dry conditions as well with a few gusts at times, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. But all in all, I think today's pretty good, right? Widespread 90s. I really don't see a lot of triple digits on the board. I think your best shot's going to be out here in eastern Trinity County, really central Trinity County, maybe eastern portions and central portions of the valley. But most of us will be about 94, 95, 96. Rest of us probably in the lower 80s there. Some of us in the 70s, especially out in Modoc County, down the 395 corridor out there, Doyle as well. Doyle, you're probably going to end up somewhere, for example, 78, 79, 80. Yeah, pretty good day though. Pretty much completely clear. High pressure doing us a lot of favors in that respect. Also, we have those gusty winds and really dry conditions, or I say really dry. We're still in that 10 to 20% range, but still that's enough for a little bit of concern. I do want to mention that. Taking a look at the forecast gusts and the humidity here, we're seeing some single digits on the board, right? With those gusty winds, it is kind of the day we'll want to keep an eye on, right? We don't want to start any new fires, so it's worth watching. Now, we're not talking red flag warnings all across the board, but I do want to mention this here as we head through today, and it also kind of continues through tomorrow as well. For our Sunday, we do get a little recovery, of course, through tonight, but really not as much as you'd like to see, so that is kind of not necessarily working in our favor. Just wanted to mention this here really quickly. By the way, here's what I'm talking about through tomorrow. You actually saw some triple digits persisting, especially out here in the eastern mountains, eastern portions of the valley from Chester to Quincy and out by Paradise as well. So yeah, let's just keep an eye on that. We're not talking extreme fire danger, but still some is there. Let's do our part here for the last day of summer to not start any new fires. And by the way, speaking of last day of summer, well, we stay kind of hot, but we go on a little bit of a mini temperature roller coaster, might put it that way yesterday. I think that's kind of the best way to put it for a lot of us over the next several days. And really, I do think we'll generally err on the side of warmth because the system just does not dive as south as it would like to. High pressure is going to win that battle as we head over the next several days. It's going to creep south and east, and by all means, it looks like it's barreling right for us, but boom, right at the last second, some warm air comes in and just kind of pushes it off to the north. Check it out here as we head through the midweek. It just kind of flirts with us, but no, the high pressure is going to win that battle here as this wannabe inside slider creeps into the west coast and just barely misses us, right? Looks like up towards Seattle, up to Vancouver, along the coast, Haida Gwaii, we're going to stay nice and cold up there, so you want to take a ferry right up there, have some fun, but down here, we're still going to be kind of above average in terms of our temperatures as we start fall and head into really the next 7 to 10 days. In fact, the Climate Prediction Center outlook, which shows the temperature trends, has us in a very well above average phase for the next few days. In fact, for the first week of fall, in fact, approaching October 1st. So yeah, like I said, I think the warm air is going to win this one, but still, we're going to see some pretty big variation over the next few days to begin with. Unfortunately, not coming with any rain. We're going to stay relatively dry here as we head over the next few days. Check it out along the coast, right? We get back up to the upper 60s near 70, then fall right back down to the 60s. So you can even see that trend out there. Head a little further inland. We go from the mid to upper 90s, back down to the lower 90s, back to the upper 80s, maybe near 90 again. Weaverville out in Trinity County, we do stay fairly consistent out here, but let's go out towards Siskiyou County. Let's go out towards Modoc County. Well, upper 70s, lower 80s today, maybe some upper 80s by the end of the week, but first on Monday, maybe 82, and then Modoc County out here, upper 70s, starting first with today in the mid 70s, then some upper 80s, then some lower 80s. So yeah, we kind of have this almost sine wave pattern, so to speak, of temperatures. Susanville out here in the eastern mountains, generally consistent, right? We're not talking extreme variability, but it's a little up and down, right, over the next several days. And by the way, check it out. You can see there's really just dryness, right? We're going to stay pretty much dry and maybe a little gusty at times, especially with those west winds coming in by Tuesday and Wednesday associated with that lower pressure. But besides that, I really don't see much in the way of activity, so to speak, in the forecast for the next 7 to 10 days. Take a look at Redding. Nice cross section here. You do see the trend generally staying in the 90s, right? We're going to be in the upper 90s here as we head through tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, then back to the lower 90s by the middle and end portions of the week. And then after that, I think we warm back up to the upper 90s. So yeah, a little bit of that sort of, like I said, sine wave pattern, up and down, but generally speaking, the warmth is winning. Thanks for joining me here for this morning update, folks. I'll be back with you at midday for more Fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center, and I'll speak to you then.